Good morning, welcome to day 12 of the Via della Plata. We are just leaving Aljucen and we are heading 20 kilometers to Alcuescar. It's a fine morning. It's a top of 22 today. It's about 11 degrees, but there's a breeze and it's really chilly. I didn't wear a jacket based on yesterday. I thought it would be the same, but I could probably have it on. But anyway, I'll get walking. That will warm me up. Well, that's true. It is a bit earlier than we normally leave. We had a great stay at the albergue and a great meal at the Roman Villa last night. It was really, really good. So, yeah, we're just coming towards the end of town now. I think we take a right turn here. And, yeah, let's see what the day brings. Another exciting day on the Via della Plata. Can't wait. It was a really pleasant walk out of Aljucen, and we're back into the countryside now. Here's a little sitting area. Picnic tables, looks like it's pretty well maintained. We're only come 3 k's, so not really looking for a rest just yet, but I think over the other side of those trees, I'm not sure if we're going to get a look at it, is another embalse. I don't know whether that one's Roman made or not, but we want to get a few more k's under our belt, and then we're going to stop and make a coffee and have some breakfast. There's another pilgrim up ahead. I don't think we have met that pilgrim, so another new pilgrim. Amazing. Nice break, something to eat, coffee. That's our breakfast, so we're feeling good. We've got about...
How many pilgrims have passed us by?
Oh, I know, we've hit a bit of a pilgrim bubble here. So we had a German and a Korean girl. We had another German, and we had David from Australia. Our 2 Italian friends from the albergue last night.
David was with an Italian too.
Yeah, David was with an Italian guy, the guy from Australia. So
David is the first Australian we've met so far.
He is the first Australian we've met. I think fair to say that the dominant sort of nationality of people doing this, at least what we've come across, is German and Italian. Fair to say?
Fair to say, yeah.
Yeah. So the original bubble that we had, you know, from Seville onwards, they've long gone. Most of them have left us for dead. I know Mike from Canada did a 40-kilometre day 2 days ago, so he's way ahead of us now. And Amina from Germany, she's gone home. She finished in Merida.
Yeah.
And Lisa from Ireland, she finished...
I think she only walked about a week.
Yeah, so she's well finished. So yeah, most of those original pilgrims in that bubble, you know, have gone, and we're now meeting new pilgrims, which is nice. So, beautiful scenery, really nice day. Another great walk. Really enjoyed it so far. Really hope it stays this way all the way. As per most of the stages on the Via della Plata up until now, there's long stretches between locations with nothing in between, so no little villages or towns or anything like that, and definitely no coffee shops. So you have to carry your own food, your own supplies. Well, you don't have to, you can go hungry if you want to. You have to carry extra water. So, you know, today's 20 k's with with nothing, just, you know, well, with a beautiful walking track, but no villages or towns. Definitely not like the Frances. So we'll talk a little bit about our gear. This is my setup. So I like this pack. I was worried about it sitting on the front when I first come up with this sort of concoction, but it's really good. It sits nicely, it balances, it helps me stand up straight. So this has got all my electronics in it, so my GoPro batteries, chargers, microphones, and the little hover air drone that I've got. So I keep all of that stuff in here, phone chargers as well. We've brought our own burner, so we've got a little jet boil, which means we can stop and have coffee wherever we want. We found these little pods, which were cafe con leche pods, which is basically just coffee and milk powder, but they're actually quite reasonable. I was surprised. So we can stop and have coffee wherever we want. So catering wise, we're pretty much sorted. We can suit ourselves, and even if we got somewhere like a little town or something up ahead that you couldn't get any dinner or anything, we've got enough supplies to have our own dinner, and you know, we can boil water whenever we want. So
we've got a couple of cans of sardines, a couple of packets of soup,
chicken noodle soup,
yeah, and we have sort of dried bread sticks and crackers and lots of nuts,
bit of chocolate,
yeah, chocolate. Sometimes we pick up some biscuits or something, but if you can, try the Spanish almonds, which are, I think, almendras, and I don't know that they're particularly healthy, but they're delicious. Salted and fried almonds, absolutely delicious.
Yeah,
good walking snack.
They'll keep you going. We're definitely carrying more weight than the Frances, that's for sure. You need to be a little bit more self-sufficient on this walk. At least that's what we're finding up until now. So
the extra weight is just the food and the water.
Yeah, well,
really,
and the burner and the gas canister.
Yes.
Bring your own cup for coffee, and
yes, that's true.
All those little bits and pieces, they add up. We seem to be just coming off the plains and starting to ascend, and you can see the hills and slash mountains in front of us, always in the distance, always getting closer. Looks like we're finally here. Yeah, so looks like we've got a fair bit of uphill here. That was an awesome climb. Looks like we're getting to the top now. It's starting to flatten out. It wasn't too steep, but it did go for quite a while, probably at least a kilometre, maybe a bit more. And it wasn't too onerous, but it just was constant incline. But starting to level out. I think we've hit the plateau at the top now. And I hope the camera does it justice, but it's really beautiful. I keep saying that, but it is really beautiful. So I have to remind myself that we're here doing it. After 6 years. 6 years ago we were about to set off and do this. We've waited 6 years to get here. So I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. So we are coming up to another cross. and we're almost at the 15-kilometre mark, so we're going to stop here at this clearing and have a break, have a drink and something to eat, and then we'll, I think we've about 4 or 5 kilometres to go after this. So yeah, it's entrance to someone's property. So yeah, the track's pretty much been like that. I think we've come across, probably walked 3 or 4 kilometres on track like that, nice and flat. So I think it's sort of, you know, across the top of the hilltops here. But all those mountains that I've been saying for the last couple of days, they're just beckoning in the distance. I think they're here. Anyway, we'll stop and have a rest here. This looks like a good spot. Okay, that was a good break. We needed that because I think we'd come about 10 k's since our first break this morning. So yeah, so we sat there and made another coffee, café con leche, and we met our first Spanish pilgrim. Lovely lady. She's doing her very first Camino. She hasn't wanted to do them in the past.
She's done a lot of other walking.
But she's done a lot of other walking, yeah. But she's decided to do one. She's taken on the mighty Via de la Plata. Just kidding, kind of. All right, well, it's a cracking day. The wind's dropped a lot. Sun's come out. It's warmed up. Not too hot. Still a bit of a cool breeze. And we have, I think, about 4 kilometres to go, maybe 4.5, something like that. And we'll be at our location, and really looking forward to seeing El Toro albergue, built right, almost on top of the bull ring. The back balcony of the albergue actually opens out onto the bull ring. Yeah, it's just really starting to heat up, so I think getting to Alcuescar in the next hour will be pretty good timing. Good timing. Yeah, so they're a lovely couple. They're from the Netherlands and staying here for a few months, and he's doing all that beautiful artwork on the side of the building. It is an albergue, but I don't think it's open at the moment. And they said that they may be reopening at some stage, but they weren't sure. So seems a shame not to have an albergue with all that beautiful artwork on the side of the building. But yeah, look, come the wrong way on this track like we did, and it's only sort of 150 metres, and you'll see the artwork. I think like the way it's looking, and his son's actually an artist, and he's coming to help him finish the paintings, get all the finer detail on it. So it already looks great. I think it's going to be quite spectacular. So yeah, let's get back on the Camino, this very confusing intersection with several arrows going to the right and one arrow pointing to the left. Yeah, we should have taken the several arrows, but anyway, sometimes when you get off track you meet people like that, and it's part of the experience. We're going to find a little bar or cafe or something, and agua con gas, I think, or a frio, cold agua con gas would be nice, and maybe a salad or maybe a bocadillo or something, and then we'll go and find our accommodation. I think we really Albergue El Toro. This is our room. This is the entrance, which is this
Glass floor.
glass floor. Yeah, cloudy glass floor. This is our room. Yeah, very modern, very clean. We even get our own bathroom, which is amazing. And outside our window, there's a big balcony, which I'll show you later, is El Toro, the bull ring. And these, look at the views. How wonderful. So this one was 60 euros, a bit more than we have been spending on other albergues.
60 or 50?
Oh, it might have been 50 actually. I think it was 50 euros, yeah. But I think pretty good value for money. 50 euros, about 85 Australian dollars. So yeah, let's go downstairs and I'll show you around. This is the hallway that we thought we had rooms. See how beautiful and modern it is. It's amazing. It's an albergue. Okay. So I'm going to go back down the stairs and go to the dining room because they've got some. We've only got vending machines, but they're pretty extensively stocked. So we'll get a cold drink and maybe a snack. Then we'll come and have a shower and do some washing and have a look around this town. It's a lot bigger than I thought. So this is the Pilgrims dining room. There didn't seem to be any bars or cafes open when we come in, so they might be in siesta land, and so they have different stuff there. It's not the usual fare. And a coffee machine, of course. And I've got to show this balcony because it's
Awesome.
bloody unbelievable, really. Oh, this is it. Look at this. And there's the El Toro, the bull ring, which I don't think really gets used anymore. But look at these wonderful views. Oh my God, that's just amazing. I don't know what that town is over there. I'll look on the map later. There's that mountain village we spotted earlier. Oh, what wonderful views. This is really, really amazing. Well, we've done our pilgrim chores for the afternoon. We've washed and we've showered. It's an amazing albergue. The only thing I'd say is that there's no washing or drying facilities, so we had to wash our clothes in the basin, of course, and I've got a little mobile clothesline string thing, so we went down near the bull ring and hung it up there to get the last bit of sun of the day. So I'll see what happens. We're walking down.
I will also say there are no hooks for the towels in the bathroom, and you have to hold the hand shower. There's nothing to hook it into.
Yeah, you've actually got to stand there holding the shower head. Anyway,
the views are the best thing.
The views are the best, yeah.
It's nice to get your own room and your own bathroom.
And it's a modern, clean albergue. Yeah. So we're just heading downtown. I'll turn the camera around. Downtown, into the village. We're going to go to the supermarket and get a few supplies because we've chewed through our supplies that we've carried in the backpack. And there's a...
chewed through.
Yeah, literally chewed through them, yes. And there's a girl from the Netherlands staying at the albergue, and she recommended a good restaurant, so we might head down there tonight and see what we can get. She said the food's very good, so yeah, so let's go and have a look at the village and do some grocery shopping. So what we were going to do is go to a recommended restaurant tonight, but we found a really good supermarket and there was some nice food in there, so we ended up getting some lasagna because we just can't beat this. This is the balcony at the albergue, and to be quite honest, we just wanted to have a cold drink and dinner and enjoy these views. And I don't even know if we'll get to walk around the town. You can see up the top of the hill over the top of our washing there. That's the church, and this is a really hilly little town. So just going to the supermarket, which was up and over and then back up and over to get back, we just thought, stuff it. We're just going to get some lasagna and have a cold beer and just enjoy this magnificent view. I mean, it's amazing, amazing.